to get married tomorrow to a man, we will be 50-50.
You would be divorced.
No, I wouldn't.
Yes.
No. They do. No.
That is the point.
If his plan does not make sense to me, I'm not going with your plan. Baby, we need to tweak your plan.
Back to the channel. We got a good topic, so we're not going to waste 1 minute. I found this conversation that I was a little bit late to. It was a couple of months back. I want to get into it. It was an interesting conversation. We had two different BWs. They had an issue with the language surrounding submission, and I feel like this is a good timing to react to a clip like this. So make sure that you stay for the whole entire duration. At the end, one of the ladies are really going to expose themselves in a serious way. Let's go ahead and get right into it.
People back in the day were submissive. Like I said earlier, the wives weren't working. They were housewives. So how do you want me to give you what we did in the 60s or 50s or whenever they did it, but you want me to live like I'm in 2024 and I'm working and doing everything that you want me to do as a woman? Like, they don't match up.
Okay, easy. See, this is another thing women don't understand. Cost of living, inflation. These are concepts that don't exist in a woman's mind. So the average man could provide for a family with just his wages back then for those times that you're talking about. Mm-hmm. If we look, the average home back then was like what, 100K, 200K maybe? Right. So the average home took about, let me see, from the last statistic. Damn, see, I got to start bringing the statistics back. I tried not to talk about it so much because you start to sound like a robot, but from the income that the guy was making to how long it would take him to pay off the house, it was like 10 to 15 years. What's the average home loan right now?
30 plus.
It's like 30 plus.
Right.
Not only that, the home has like went up like quadruple from 200K to $1 million, but the wages are still here. He still had 40,000.
He ain't lying. I'm glad that he broke it down from this perspective because women don't think about it this way. They want the men of old, but the conditions aren't the same as those days. They want to be respected and valued the way the women of past were valued, but they obviously aren't the same women. They're wrapped up in their own careers and they want you to care about it. That's going to be a theme of the video. Let's continue.
So it's not like his wages went up as the cost of living went up. Oh, excuse me. And inflation went up. Not only that, women fought to work. So women fought to work. Women say, no, stay home. I want you with the kids. I want you to cook. No, that. We want to be equal. We want to work. So first of all, y'all have to be mad at the women of the past that fought to work, which that was a plan by the government too. That was a psyop. They said, hey, we're only taxing men. If we let women work, we could tax men and women. Not only can we tax men and women, now we have full control of their kids because the mom isn't raising them. The mom isn't instilling family values in them. They're at school all day. They're at daycare all day. So all of this is one big plan. Not only that, they're starting to give women more money than men because for that very reason, you won't respect a man that makes less than you. Or even if you make equal to a man, you're going to look down on him.
No, not necessarily.
That's a fact. No. She just said if she makes more money, she can't submit to him or be submissive. Even, matter of fact, she said if I pay 50-50, I can't.
But why am I being, why do I have to be submissive?
And here we go.
Why? Because if you look up the definition of submissive, it doesn't sound good. Why?
It doesn't?
No.
Okay.
It doesn't.
Black women, everybody. Only a black woman would say something like that. Say that, why submission? Why should a woman be submissive to her husband? When talking about why black women marry at the lowest rate and why lists like this are going viral at the moment, this is the type of stuff that I point to. Like the fact that black women say stuff like this out loud while they're dating a man and while a man is getting to know them. And they're wondering why men go and run for the hills and go find a woman overseas after hearing black women carry on in this way. Got a lot to cover. Let's get back into it.
I don't think okay, what's the definition of submissive?
Read it. I want you to read it.
Do you know it?
I read it and it didn't sound good.
Okay.
I think you need
ready to conform to the authority or will of others, meekly obedient or passive. Okay, so is your man
hold on. In jail. Okay, now
hold on. No, hold on.
Yeah.
Listen, ready to conform to the authority.
Yeah.
Is your man hold on. Okay, what's the definition of submissive?
Read it. I want you to read it.
Do you know it?
I read it and it didn't sound good.
Okay.
I think you need
ready to conform to the authority or will of others, Meekly obedient or passive. Okay, so
Yeah.
is your man?
Like
Hold
I'm
on.
in jail.
Okay, now.
Hold on. Hold on. No, hold on.
Yeah. Meekly.
Listen,
that?
ready to conform to the authority or will of others. Is your husband not the authority in the home?
I feel like that's slavery or like
Is your husband?
my wife.
Is your? Damn, I keep forgetting you got a wife. God damn.
What the hell is even that?
So you got a whole different dynamic.
Right.
But for the average, a man and a woman, who's the authority in the home?
We 50-50.
I don't know what the hell you've been looking at, but I'm looking at a damn man.
No.
I'm telling you, if
Your
I
wife.
were to get married, no, I'm saying like if my wife, we're 50-50, but if I were to get married tomorrow to a man, we will be 50-50.
You would be divorced.
No, I wouldn't.
Yes.
That's facts.
You would either be.
I can call somebody. It's facts.
But look, you would either be married to a simp.
but
You would either
No,
be married to a simp,
not at all.
or
College
you would be
graduate,
divorced. No,
black man.
that's
Like, what?
cool. He's still a simp if he
Okay.
accepts his woman telling him, hey, because I'm paying bills and working like an adult, like everybody else in America, I'm only going to submit to you 50% of the time. If he accepts that, he's a simp.
I like where the brother is going with this because I don't think women look at it from this perspective. I don't think that they think about if hypothetically they would actually be attracted to a man who's willing to bend to their rule and willing to do the things that they say. Because in my personal experience and what I've seen other men go through is that when men start bending to the will of a woman and doing the things that she says, he immediately starts to become less attractive to the woman.
I guess the word submit doesn't work well with me because
Why
number
not?
one, because I don't like it. You just read it. Meekly. I don't like that word. Google the word meek.
Okay.
I don't like that
Out
word.
of everything in that definition, you picked out meekly. Okay, let's go with the first thing you said. Ready to conform to authority. Is your man not the authority?
Ready to conform sounds like, okay, so now you with him, you need to just go with his plan.
Yes,
Everything
absolutely.
niggas say do. No.
That is the
because
point.
If his plan does not make sense to me, I'm not going with your plan. Baby, we need to tweak your plan.
Again, you only hear this in the community where women share my reflection. You only hear women from the black community saying stuff like this. Like, oh, you should follow my plan. You should follow my lead every now and again. Every now and again, you should listen to what I gotta say. And I'm not saying that in a healthy relationship that a man doesn't listen to his woman also. And I'm not teaching men to completely ignore the advice of their significant others and so on and so forth. But at the end of the day, there needs to be a decision maker in the home to where when both people are confused and we don't know which way to go, one person decides which way we're gonna go. And when times like that come, you can't be confused about who's supposed to make that decision.
Why the would you commit to a man that you could not submit to? This is my question to
Okay.
women. Y'all keep saying I'm getting these guys and his plans don't make. Okay, that's a part of the vetting process, the dating
Right,
process.
right.
When I meet him, I get to see where his headspace is at. When I meet him, we talk. So as we're talking, I'm finding out what type of woman you are. You find out what type of man I am. Before we ever get serious,
Right.
you should have already known if you could follow my direction or not.
Right.
I love how he's cooking because, again, they always set up the argument from a place of dealing with a guy that they have to negotiate with instead of setting the argument up or framing the hypothetical from a place where the guy has more than them and doesn't need their direction. The only way women like this feel powerful in the conversation is unless the guy needs to be built up or he doesn't already have himself together. Which means that somewhere subconsciously, black women expect themselves to be dealing with men that are at a disadvantage or at the low spectrum of like quality when it comes to men in the dating market. And I don't know why that is. Let's go ahead and get back into it.
Look at it like this, and it may be simple, right? Simple as fuck. For example, me, I'm 32, right? I have a plan. I know where I'm going. I have this plan. I see a vision. I know where I'm trying to get to, right? You, however the fuck you are, a 36-year-old man. Let's use me and you. You have your plan and where you trying to go, where you trying to take your career, right?
Absolutely.
When we merge together, I'm not about to just go with your plan.
Cut that bitch off. Next caller.
Okay, this is my point. If you're not gonna just go with my plan, that means we ain't for each other.
Men have to be the ones who pick you. Men make the decision on you. We're the buyers in the dating market. You can't come to the dating market and talk to the men who actually make the decisions and actually pick and say, you need to pick me based off of these standards. Or act like the criteria that men are picking with isn't up to your liking. And if you like the standards that men have in the dating market, that's irrelevant. If you agree with them, that's also irrelevant. If men say that they want submissive, fit women who are available and don't have busy schedules, that's what men want. Let's get back into it.
I can't not have a woman that's not going with my plan. This means you're going to derail my plan.
No.
We have to be on the same, listen, a train, we got to be on the same track.
And this is how any man of real value who actually holds the cards would think. We're the ones who actually have to make a decision on you. Women, you may control access to your body and you may control who gets sex or not, but you're not in control of who gives out a relationship. Men are in control of who gives out a relationship or whatever person you want a relationship from. So you can't come to the dating market and get mad or be angry about what the buyers of the dating market are asking for. The issue is that a lot of Western women, in particular Black women, they see the dating market as what it should be instead of what it is and falling in line. Let's get back into the clip.
I can't not have a woman that's not going with my plan. This means you're going to derail my plan.
No.
We have to be on the same, listen, a train, we got to be on the same track.
Listen, I see you got your plan, but I got my plan. So we got to see how our plans come together. I can't just go by your plan. Your path may not be my path.
But that's my point.
My
As
dog
partners,
died.
our path, your path has to be my path.
It does not
Or
have
we
to
can't be partners.
Because guess what? I got dreams, you got dreams,
Right.
right? So I need to live out my dreams. Now, if my dreams is making you that uncomfortable to where you can't be with me and we can't build and come together, because I got $1 million dreams, you got $1 million dreams. Why we can't both have those dreams? Why we got to just push your dream?
Again, that's a bad faith argument. To frame the scenario where you're dealing with a guy who you have to compromise in this kind of way with is already bad faith. Why not frame the argument from a place where the guy is actually already doing well and he isn't building anything up and you have to qualify for him? Black women like a scenario where both people are like equally struggling so that neither of us can cancel out each other's dreams. So I have to take your dream serious and you have to take my dream serious.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you
We don't care.
I may be closer to my shit than you. And you may just be right there.
You know why?
Why?
Because you are still supposed to be a wife. So at that point, those $1 million dreams is taken away from you being a wife because
Right. So I need to live out my dreams. Now, if my dreams is making you that uncomfortable to where you can't be with me and we can't build and come together, because I got $1 million dreams, you got $1 million dreams. Why we can't both have those dreams? Why we got to just push your dream? I may be closer to my shit than you. And you may just be right there.
you know why?
Why?
Because you are still supposed to be a wife. So at that point, those $1 million dreams is taken away from you being a wife because you being a wife is helping me take a load off of what I have to do to get me to those $1 million dreams. You want me to be a half of a housewife while you go chase dreams like a husband. Like what do you mean?
What if my
Your dreams gonna take a backseat to mine.
No.
no. Okay.
Let's go ahead and wrap this up.
Your dreams gonna take a backseat to mine.
No, I just feel like because she said she was closer, right? Let's say she only like 4 minutes away from her dream. I'm going to put you on hold to get to my 4 minutes and then we can pick this up and then I'll submit to you.
They always set up a scenario where they're doing better than the hypothetical man that they're in a relationship with. Instead of setting up a hypothetical where the guy is doing well and doing better than them, and he doesn't need them. He doesn't need them to add any income to their life. He's not looking for a business partner or a business mentor / woman. He's just looking for a woman. They never want to set up a hypothetical where the guy is just looking for a feminine fit, cooperative woman and not looking for something extra or an extra income partner or a woman who is also a business owner. When guys historically have never asked for that in a woman. Let's get back into the clip.
We be on the same way where we like still trying to go to the same location to be $1 million couple, but why can't we tweak it a little bit?
Because
why can't it be tweaked?
This is, let me put it this way. Most people are average, which is why the percentage of millionaires are small. Everybody has $1 million dreams. The reality is majority of those aren't coming true. Right. So like I said, as we're dating, as we're vetting, we're going to sit down and as you're discussing your dreams, If they don't align with mine, we can't combine because you're trying to go this way. I'm trying to go that way. Once we become partners, we have to go this way as a unit.
Right.
How in the fuck can we be partners if you walking this way, I'm walking that way? Which way do the kids go? Do they follow mommy? Do they follow daddy? No, mommy, daddy got to be on the same trail. Kids on the same trail. We both reach success. How are you closer than me?
Guess what I did before I fucking got here? I went and helped him go take his car to the body shop. I cooked this man dinner, got his clothes ready, everything before I got here.
No, I'm not. I'm not mad at that.
Him get ready for his second job.
That's your submissive, right?
Right.
No,
I'm helping
it
him
is.
get to
No,
his
but
second job so that way he
Good
can
for her.
make
She's a
our
good
dreams.
girl.
No, it is.
But the
But
compromise
what I'm saying,
is that he shifted his plan.
no,
for
don't
her.
shift your plan for no woman.
He didn't shift no plan.
Don't shift your plan
plan was
for
to
no woman.
His plan was to get another job. Boom. He got
Purpose
another
is
job.
above everything.
Right.
Well, then
Okay,
go
but no,
with
this is what I'm saying.
other to be with that, so that
No,
that
but
she can
okay,
be submissive.
this is the
and-
last thing I'm asking y'all.
Mhm.
This is what I'm asking y'all because you say you two both said I'm not pausing what I got going for no man, but at the same time you just said it's cool for him to pause what he's doing to help you reach your goal because you closer. So my response would be, okay, if you closer, why not pause what you doing, bring him to where you at, and then y'all both cross the finish line.
I never said he was pausing.
No, I said you. Why don't you pause and pull him up to where you at? If you closer, you know something he don't know. If y'all have the same goal, you got further than him. You have some type of information that he doesn't. So
Right.
if this is your
And I
nigga,
shared the information with him.
and he still ain't.
That's why he has a second job. Because therefore, he's able to, guess what? Pay off his debt, right? Let's start the fitness line, babe. You could start yours right now. While you're working, give me your logo. I'm going to get it printed up on for something for you. So that way, when you go to the gym, you already have it. Boom. What you need? You need clothes, shoes, all of that. It's already laid out for when you walk through the door. So that way, while you're working literally for 4 days straight with no sleep, like back to back to back, everything is already settled.
So why do you
Everything's
have a problem with this if this is what you're doing currently? You just don't like how it sounds?
I don't like the meaning. And they need to change the
You are
meaning.
really gone.
The meaning
For
is what
real.
you're doing.
It's a damn shame when you women are so used to losing, you don't realize when you've won.
I'm done. So she was a submissive woman this whole entire time. She just bought into the same propaganda that a lot of other Western women bought into. Just don't say the word submissive, even if you're secretly submissive at home. This was a very disturbing conversation from the perspective that you really only hear women from my community talking this aggressively against ideas of marriage and submission and cooperation with the men in their community. Drop a comment and let me know how we did on the video today. Hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you can be notified every single time we post content just like this. I'll see you guys on the next one.